This is the Kimura via side control. So just lay with your head out this way. So Ray's doing what he's supposed to do. He's got a frame across my neck, a frame across my belly. What I want to do is I want to bring my hand that's behind his head over. My elbow comes to the other side. My other hand blocks his hip, and then I sit on my hips so that I'm facing his legs. As I do that, my bottom knee stays close to his hip. Now, I take my hand that's on the inside and I pin his wrist to the ground so it's facing his hips. My other hand comes under the elbow and I grab my own wrist. Now I curl both of my wrists inward to make the space inside of this figure four smaller and more efficient. I come back to my knees and then I sit on my hips the opposite way to face his head. A lot of my weight is on Ray right now, but not too much so that I get rolled. I want to step over his head while keeping my hips low to the ground. So avoid doing this. Keep your weight on him and step over. Now I pull his shoulder up off the ground and I use my hand to push his hand behind his back to finish the Kimura. So my elbow comes over the head. I block his hip. Now I sit on my hips so that I'm facing his legs. Pin his wrist to the ground, facing his hips. Other hand comes underneath, grabs my wrist to make my figure four, and I curl both of my wrists to make the hole smaller. Coming back to my knees, and then I sit on my hip to face his head. I step over without coming up to my knees. Pull the shoulder off the ground and push the hand behind the back.